Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC, how y'all doing? Coming to you from the man cave. Shout out to Hobby Zone for sending me out the 80mm integral for review. Let's get it unboxed and see what's in the plane. I told them I didn't care if they sent me the red one or the blue one. They sent me the blue one. So I think each one has their own. To me, the blue one looks cooler, but the red one might be better, easier to see. So, trades offs here and there. So let's take a look and see what's in the box. I'm really hoping there's a plane in here. All right. Ooh. Fancy, fancy. All right. Just like all FMS and E-Flight and Arrows and your higher end brand planes, fly fans, they are packed very well. I mean, you literally could drop this off the back of a truck and it'll be just fine. Interesting how this is kind of laid out in here. I find that this has a very organic look to it. But look how that's laid out in there. How it's kind of that's interesting. All right. Manual is nice and not folded. That's good. All right. Like I said, we're just going to unboxing for now, and I'll do a build video separately. Nice, thick fiberglass wing spar. Our first wing. This plane, it is meant to look like a shark, and it is very. Oh, this is their new processing, the way they're doing their foam now. And like I've said before, you may be able to see the individual cells, but you certainly can't feel them. I mean, this thing feels like it's metal. This is going to be a very fast plane. 80mm. Look how short that wing is. I mean, that's a very nice wheel. That's actually got some. It's not like super hard, but it's got some give to it. That rubber. Going to have to hook up our control surface. That's okay. I'm thinking. Let's see. Now that is a foam hinge with laminate reinforcement, and this is the actual mechanical hinge here, like we found on the new F86. Nice mechanical hinge. I like that. That's not going to wear out anytime soon. And you don't use your flaps as much as you do your ailerons, your other control surfaces. So a laminate reinforced hinge is more than acceptable for flaps in that situation. I'm going to have to cut this from over here. And this is being billed as the fastest 80mm sport jet. And I mean, it might be. I mean, this thing is very, very, very sleek. Yeah. I'm digging that foam hinge. That mechanical hinge there. I'm liking that. I am liking that. All right. This thing has a very, always check your little nooks and crannies. Looks like one 1.5 or 2mm hex drive. We'll get, looks like all the same screws. Okay. Inspected by badge. That's very important to keep up with that. I don't know. Look how that is curved. How that elevator is curved. And that's the top side. I mean, this is the top side. That is really neat. It's almost like an F4 Phantom, in a way. I kind of like mechanical hinges again. I like that. I really like that. They're up in their game here. This has definitely got some quality here. Now I'm not liking this. I mean, the plastic there is fine, but the hatch or the nose snaps in. Doesn't be nice if you had that snap and maybe some magnets to reinforce, but that's not that big of a deal. Definitely a purpose. That does. You can tell me that don't look like a dorsal fin. Mechanical hinge against. Okay, so mechanical hinge on everything other than the flaps, and the flaps have a very nice laminate reinforced foam hinge. All right. Again, this thing looks like very futuristic looking. It looks like a robot to me. I like it. I do. I like it a lot. All right. Make sure, as you can see, I'm not very spit and polish on things. Always check every nook and cranny of your foam coffin, because I've on the times I've gone back and where is this at? Where is this at? They didn't pack this. It was tucked away in the foam, or it was white and you couldn't see it. You know, so always check every bit. Now, usually I read stuff off the box, but if you're looking at this plane, you've probably already read the specs, but I will include the specs in the video description anyways. Now let's look at this beautiful fuselage. Go ahead and do a little micro assembly there. Oh, that's on there pretty good. I gotta admit, it's on there pretty good. All right. Pretty spacious battery bay. Has that FMS tray system to put your AC5 connection to put your battery on. But the only thing I don't like about that tray system, and I've never had one fail me, but looky right here. If you look, these little, excuse me, they're little nipples, they're little stopping points. Okay, when you put your battery in, those little nipples are what lock it in. Well, slide the battery in and out, in and out, in and out over time, those little plastic nipples, or what you want to call them, are going to wear down, and then your battery's going to be able to slide freely. Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. But that's just something you can keep an eye on. And the moment you start realizing, hey, that's coming out just way too easy, there's all kinds of things you can do to fix that. They're just real simple, low tech, but very effective. So that should snap right. Okay, here it snap in. Okay, but let me show you something. It's kind of dark there. It's going to be kind of hard to see. But okay, it snaps in right there. Okay. Now, if you find this tray and starting wanting to come out easily on you, okay, what you can do is put your little golf tee right there, and just put it right there as a little stopping dam, or you could always glue something to the bottom of the canopy here, like a little dam that would put up against that battery and keep it from sliding backwards. But that's all you're going to do. And that's just, use your imagination. The good Lord gave you a brain, so it's problem solving. Now, you have a control board in here that probably controls. It's going to control your lights. It's going to, okay, everything's coming out of this control board, and you have some empty channel. I don't know what that's for, but I don't see as where anything plugs into that, because everything is labeled here. Everything's plugged in, so I don't know. This probably is just a generic control board that they use, and it has the ability to do other stuff. But if you look on the control board, I see some empty places to plug in. Now that might be, and let's see, it says on the side there it's channel. No, I can't read it from. It says channel. It doesn't say it was channel 5, 6, or whatever it is. Maybe 2 and 3, but no, so the whole thing is circled on channel 5. So I'm going to assume that should be your flaps for your gear. But they're controlled in the, like I said, this more than likely is a generic board because everything is plugged into this, labeled, and then you got these pigtails coming out. Elevator, rudder, aileron, flap, and throttle. Okay, so channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, 4, 5. So where is the gear? Huh. It must do it in the radio, but I don't see a pigtail. It says gear. There is one, but it's plugged into the board. So I don't know. We will have to wait to see once we start putting it together. Then there is a mystery there. Okay. That's your, oh, here we go, here it is. There's gear. It was tucked back. So yeah, everything is labeled, so all 6 channels is there. So, like I say, the control board, this must be a generic control board they use. EC5 connector. And, oh my goodness, I can't believe that someone didn't include one of them safety things on there, because I might burn myself or cut myself if I don't have it. All right. It's going to be a very, very simple build. Okay. So you got your fuse, which is really cool. I mean, this is a decent sized plane. This is not a small plane by any means. And got your rudder. You're going to put in your elevator first this way, and then you're going to put on your rudder. Then you're going to slide each wing in and put your nose cone back on, and then you're going to want to bind the airplane. You get your radio installed, bind it. That way all your servos are centered before you put on your control rods. So, all right, and don't forget you got a Wingspan, you got a manual. So, if you bought this plane, FMS should be sending you an updated guide, an updated manual that's got an insert that's updated. I don't know what the changes is. I didn't read it. But I went ahead and printed mine offline, and so I know it's got the most updated information. I'm going to go with that. So if you can, when you put the plane together, pull up a monitor or a phone or something and look at their most latest updated online manual, because apparently there's been a change. I don't know what that change is. I'm sorry, but do that. All right. Well, there you go. That is the unboxing. Very simple. I mean, you've got your 2 wings, you got your manual, you got your control rod, you got your little bag of goodies, got your elevator, rudder, fuse, and then the nose cone that was in there separate. And that is all there is to this. So, folks, we'll be right back with a build. God bless y'all. Don't forget, Faith, Family, and Friends, and Hobby Zone, thank you for sending us out for a review. Bye, y'all, and we'll be right back with you. And don't forget, Faith, Family, and Friends. Then coolest jets that look like sharks. Bye.